Alright everyone, Grant, also known as Humble Assassin, and we are back with some more Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now let me tell you the story of the massacre of the cult of Kosmos.
I should try to stay out of sight.
Oh, you were. I thought he was a dead man. I realised there was a guy sleeping right next to where he was. Why these guys are causing me so much trouble anyway. Ow. My turn. Why do I feel like these guys don't want to go down? We just found a cultist. I thought that guy seemed tough.
I'm coming for all of you.
Harpalos. In those dark days, none was safe from Kosmos' reach. Even other cults, the followers of Ares, had become intoxicated by Harpalos' passionate preaching. He promised them blood and flesh to eat. In return, they would be his army of monsters. Where is he? Ah, there he is. He's a creepy little fella, isn't he? You're the worm that I allowed to live before and not again.
One less evil you want.
Reason, as was always the case with young men who were too pretty, too rich, or both. Reason lived as a weakling, easily exploited by others. In the cult, he saw an opportunity to change all that. He would be strong, feared, and respected. In exchange, his pledge to Kosmos was this: he would torture and kill every person who stood against the cult. His mistake. I'll run you through! Added measure. An extra added measure.
You
Oh.
fucking snake!
Just put an arrow in your head.
I am not your child. I will find my mother, and we will be together again. I will make this right. This is for my mother and every family you destroyed.
Bye bye, bitch. Well, you got what you deserve. Kassis. In Kassis' bedchamber was written Hera's Abomination. Although thought to be the writing of an angry worshipper, some say Carissus wrote it herself as a reminder of her role in serving Kosmos. She spent a lifetime abducting children and raising them to be servants of the horrid cult. A part of her did love those children once, though that part died long ago. this one's a little bit of a longer one.
Why don't you just give up?
And you're dead, Chimera.
Greece is finally free of your influence.
Chimera. Where some knew passion or love or warmth, the Chimera knew only cold calculation. The world was hers to exploit, and exploit it she did. In the name of Kosmos, her next target would be the artifacts hidden away in an ancient forge. Her slaves would unlock its hidden secrets or face her wrath. Clean up this area, and this mission. A little bit longer than the normal cultist missions, but it's the only thing on this island. As far as I know, this is the only thing on this island, so I thought I may as well do it all in one. Look, yes, Andros, the only thing on this island. Apart from upgrading your spear, the cultist, Chimera. Some fancy footwork, have you? Very fancy footwork. Boy, how powerful he is.
That was for my family.
Tell my daughter she should have killed me herself.
She's not your daughter anymore.
Seems coldest. Alright guys, so Padarcus the Cruel. After generations of control and dominance, the Silver Island's influence waned. Pericles led Athens to become a center of power. This was a change Padarcus the Cruel would not tolerate. The cult gifted him a formidable army. With it, he would squash the brewing Delian rebellion and pledge to the cult to burn Athens to the ground. How's it going? You got no guards here, pal? It's just me. Silver Griffin. On the Kosmos, there was a unique man known as the Silver Griffin. Unique not for his cruelty, but for his ability to make others carry out his cruel will. Those who knew him said he considered himself a teacher of all things. He taught control to slavers and to slaves. He taught submission. Oh, okay. He taught control to slavers, and to slaves he taught submission. Sorry, I know that. His tool in both classes was the same, the fear of death.
Μην αφήσεις με θλίσκει. Άρον, θείο μου. One less evil in the world.
Skylax knew what others in the Polymenician League did not. Where force failed, Drachma always won. In this way, with a massive fortune at his disposal, Skylax bribed the weaker puppet leaders in the League. For this service, Skylax prayed to Kosmos to return his lost children and wife to him. It was a prayer that would go unanswered.
Surrender to the cult now, and maybe I spare you.
Yes, you will.
Help me put it out! Help me! Put it out!
Woo! Big, eh? Good for a big man.
That's what you did to my family.
Centaur of Euboea. Never know if I say that right. The Centaur of Euboea pledged Kosmos the wealth amassed from his copper trade. The trade in copper, however, one needed slaves, many slaves, and so the cult sent the ships of lost souls to his mines, and to their doom.
That door looks nasty. Let's get the fire out of it. That ship looks hostile. Should we move away?
Raise the sail!
Check.
Fires on us!
Feel that wind!
We've got arrows incoming! Father, they are headed right at us! Malaka! They're going to ram us!
Come on!
Watch for arrows! Enemy is about you!
Here we go. Leave the coldest to me. Styrian, gods of the Aegean Sea. After Asterion lost his parents to the Persian invasion, his wife to a tempest, his children, his friends, his shipmates no longer sailed for a love of the sea, but a desire to avenge their deaths. But how many dead were left to float in Asterion's wake? Hundreds, thousands? And when would those dead rise up, avenge themselves, and pull him down to sleep with those he loved? Well, I blew him out of the water. I did want to raid the ship and take him on, but okay. Youthful and brash, Sokos was a remarkable young man. He commanded respect, yet the self-proclaimed protector of the Obsidian Islands sailed for one reason alone: to earn glory in the eye of Kosmos. And any who stood in the way of the cult's ambitions found themselves in Sokos' wake, sinking to the bottom of the sea. Well, I think it was his turn to sink this time.
Fire bodies! Enemy fire imminent! Arrows are coming! Enemy fire! And fire shot up! And feeding us the arrows!
Cultist the octopus, eh? Very nice. Ah, Luis. I did not realise that you were the octopus. Allow me to read our cultist out before I forget. The octopus. All that was known of her was myth. Sailors told the tale of a captain killed by Arrhenius and resurrected as an apparition known only as the octopus. She commanded the elite guard of the cult with a heavy hand and a mighty devotion.
Side!
I defeated the Minotaur.
Story? These are the gods we're talking about, Herodotus! Tell me, what did the beast look like? Was he as ruthless as the legends say?
She was. And smelled pretty bad, too. I ripped out one of his horns.
You're a hero of legend!
And this artifact seems to have...
Here we go.
in position! Hang on tight!
Oh, bow and arrow, mate. Oh, come on. Chuffing wet blanket. Going after him. Woohoo! Lanthos. Young men of any nation were united in one way. They were driven by two goals, the first to outlive their fathers, the second to surpass them. Melanthos sought to achieve these goals at any cost, even if it meant sacrificing his own life for Kosmos. Of course, his preference was to sacrifice the lives of others. Who's this guy? This guy here, was it? Okay. Cultist ship was sunk on a ruin north of Thera. Sunk. There it is. Cool. Let's get this ship up. Who's next? You gave up being a Spartan to become an arena champion. You should have stuck to Sparta. See you pick my forward. Woo. found a friend. Ho ho, Belos the beast of Sparta. Sailing towards the shores of Fefka, screams could be heard softly at first, then louder, then deafening. These were the sounds of men and women gasping for their last breaths in the fighting pits before the beast snuffed them out. His endless training in the name of Kosmos rendered him bored, but he couldn't know that a real challenger would soon meet him there and finish his rare as champion. The right one.
You! I see right through you, Dione. It's over. By the fates, I'll kill you both!
Yeah, I got you. Woohoo! Oh, you. That one didn't care about the handmaiden, but this one did. The real handmaiden didn't care. Right, Dione. There was certain seductive demeanour to Dione of Corinthia. She was admired by all, or so the people said, and yet something dark hid behind her inviting eyes and coy grin. With careful plotting, allies turned into enemies and calm into chaos, if it suited the cult's whim.
I've been searching for your bloodline, and you come straight to me!
Meliti. The cultist's many goals allowed some to hide their true motivations. So it was with Meliti the cunning, young cultist he called no one place home. His teams of servants scoured the earth in search of the origins of Deimos' bloodline. That much was known. What he hid was that he intended to find the source and use it to harness the powers of the gods themselves. We can unlock this one as well. See who they are.
The cult of Kosmos will burn the old world to ashes and build a new.
See ya.
For the gods!
Give my regards to Hades.
Calculating and mysterious, everywhere and nowhere, none were as feared as Iabatis of Lemnos, and the bloodthirsty mercenaries fighting in his name. Under his careful planning, these rogues became a force for terror and oppression across the lands, and as mercenaries knew no borders, he was able to attack where other soldiers simply could not. See you!
I'll make your death swift, Pistios! Let's see what you're made of!
Get over here! Pallas served the cult only to feed his lust for carnage. They called him the Silencer as the heinous joke on the battlefield. He brought cries of pain, of fear, of madness, of death. When the battle was won, only Pallas's guttural laughter could be heard.
Should we stay back and avoid the fight?
Let's move!
There's some debris in the water.
Enemies are close! Get ready! Heavy arrows! Through spear!
They're gearing up Ramas.
More speed! Archers, take your marks!
They're about to fire! Some Pistios! Until we're ready! No good! We're hit! They're fighting! They're firing on us!
Everyone to battle positions!
Defend the wall!
The cult demanded many things, but mostly it demanded secrecy. To hide his deeds away, the Malithinian shark went to any length. Lucky for him that our great many things, weapons, writings, even the bodies of enemies could be erased from history by hiding them at the bottom of the sea.
The cult's got agents all over the world looking for you, and you come right for me? You're dumber than you look.
So much for you and your creepy mask.
Mashon the Feared started simply enough. He sacrificed his wealth to Kosmos, but the god did not listen to Mashon's prayers. On a dark night he sacrificed his only child, then his servants. Nothing. So now Mashon aimed to sacrifice all the Greek world. Kosmos would not be listening. A cunning spy in his midst, however, would be.
This war will rage forever, and so will the cult. Mistios dared to defy the process. My name is Police. I am the one who will life. Kosmos is burning this world to the ground. You can't fight it.
One less evil in the world.
Polemon the Wise. Life's greatest tragedy was that one could know the world and do nothing to change it. A rule that applied to all but Polemon. The Wise was the true architect of the war between the Delians and the Peloponnese. The cult's reason for the war was simple: control through chaos. Polemon's was simpler. He wanted wealth and would stoke the fires of this war until every Greek son had died in battle.
Not through it!
More than us! Enemies ready to fire at us! Look out! Arrows!
Hydra the Many-Headed caught the eye of Kosmos through sheer viciousness. Recruited to be a simple ship's captain, the young Hydra instead took command, slaughtering and sinking any who opposed. He united the cult's fleets and its so-called gods of the Aegean, and
To those sailors who knew them knew to fear them more than Poseidon's wrathful tempest. This fear was Hydra's gift to Kosmos.
Hello. How you doing, pal?
Oh, son of a gun!
Oh, didn't come up yet. So, there we go. Kodros the Bull. A crueler little man than Kodros of Lesbos, there was none. Having been a fighter himself, he knew to stock his forces with prize fighters from the arenas and pits. Their glory would be his, though he marched them out under the Delian League's banners, and though they were feared, none knew he offered their lives in battle as sacrifice to Kosmos.
Run! Save yourself!